What's up, aviators? This is the final Jet Talk of 2020. We're concluding what we started last time about the greatest power that you have. That is the power to choose. And I wanted to choose to take a minute to make sure that you all know you're awesome. It is absolutely incredible what you've done, all the craziness, everything that's going on, all the excuses that you could possibly make, and you are here in school finishing as best you can, and you deserve a lot of credit for that. We love you guys, and we're super proud of the work that you've put in so far. We're halfway home, aviators. We're going to finish this school year out all the way through, and we're going to whip COVID in the butt. Great work. So, last week I challenged you a little bit and asked you, hey, start looking at some of the things, the ways you could spend your time better. What could you do to use your time a little bit better? I gave you my email address, natecrandall@alpinedistrict.org. I had 3 people take me up on the challenge to email me. Mr. Reichert reached out. He's doing some great things to use his time better. And then Zach Johnson and Shaylee McLaughlin also emailed me, and I wanted to give them a shout out. Great job. That is what this is all about. You taking what we talk about, putting it into practice, and finding ways to make some improvements in your life. Way to choose to do things well. Great job. So the choice we talked about last time, that critical choice, how do you choose to use your time? We're going to get into a second one today, but I wanted to pause and give everybody a chance to review how you've spent your time this last week, thinking about choosing your time well. And I want you to give yourself credit or notice something or a situation where you chose to use your time well. When was a situation when you did it great? And I would love to have your teachers pause at this moment and share that with somebody. Share it with somebody that's around you. Connect with them and say, hey, I used my time great, and this is how I did it. So hit the pause button and do that. Ready, go. Okay, we're back. What I wanted to come back with is another story to kick this off. And this one we're going to go to some Indian legend. And I believe this is a Cherokee legend. And there's a grandpa, and the grandpa is an Indian chief, and he's very wise, but he's getting towards the end of his life. And he's sitting with his grandson, and he wants to pass on some of that wisdom. And so he starts talking to his grandson about a fight. And he says, grandson, there's a fight that's been going on inside of me my entire life. And it's a fight between 2 wolves. And one wolf is dark and angry and fierce and wants all the bad things to happen to me and wants me to do bad things to other people. And then there's a good wolf that fights. And the good wolf brings happiness and joy and wants me to treat other people well. And my whole life, those wolves have been fighting. And that fight goes on inside of each and every one of us. And the grandson was totally enthralled with the grandpa's story. And he had a question. He looked at Grandpa. He said, Grandpa, which wolf wins? And the grandpa looked at him very serious. And he said, the wolf that wins is the wolf that I feed. And there's a wonderful story in that we can all take. And it ties in very closely to the second powerful choice that you make. And that is, what do you give your attention to? Because that's how you decide which wolf wins. The wolf you give your attention to is going to be the wolf that wins. So the questions that I have for you this week, there's just our 3 takeoff questions. Hopefully you got your notebook out, you're doing some journaling, you're writing down your answers to these so you can really get something out of it. The first one, how can you be more aware of what you give your attention to? Start noticing what you're giving your attention to. What do you spend your time paying attention to? Okay, we use the phrase often, well, that got my attention. Well, what's getting your attention? What is it that's getting your attention, and how can you become more aware of the things that you're giving your attention to? Okay. The second takeoff question, what are 2 things that you can give your attention to that will benefit you? As you look at the stuff that's going on all around you, you have tons of choices, tons of options. What can you give your attention to that's going to actually benefit you in your life? Pick 2 things and then focus in on giving your attention to those good things. The last takeoff question for you this week, who can you reach out to help you give your attention to the right things? See, everybody has somebody in their life that they can connect with that can help them give their attention to good things, that can call them out on their stuff when they're giving their attention to the wrong things. So who can you connect with and say, this is the good stuff I'm trying to give my attention to. Can you help hold me accountable? That might be a friend, Jet Time teacher, a parent. There's so many options that you have, but reach out and connect with them. Get plugged in and have somebody following up with you to make sure you're giving your attention to the right things. Remember, two most important things from the last couple of weeks. Your time is used and your attention is given. Those are choices, and you have the power to make great ones. Choose to use your time well. Choose to give your attention to good things in your life. There's a great opportunity to practice that coming over the break. You can be lazy and get nothing done, or you can choose to use your time great and make some improvements, and you can choose to give your attention to your family, to your friends, and to taking good care of yourself so you can come back and absolutely smash it as we go into second semester. Aviators, we're proud of you, we love you, and we believe in you. Keep this thing rolling. Email me any questions, email me your successes. I love hearing from you. Mr. Riker, Zach, Shaylee, great job. Keep it going. Everybody else, let's do this. We'll catch you in 2021. See you later.